No, but that's really because of budgetary. It's a tricky question to ask. So I'd say what it was supposed to be. I'd say in my mind, I was a little too ambitious at the time where the technology was at, and that was on the original Abe's Oddysee, which was a very challenging project to deliver because we had to build the studio, the engine, and the title in one budget, in one mad rush. So it was pretty accelerated. But you only have so much time and money, and then you're compromising everywhere you can to deliver. But I felt like the title was delivered in a very concise package that represented the fable of Abe very well. Like it was very, to me, it was like Dr. Seuss, green eggs and ham. It's green eggs and ham. It should last, right? It's a nice little fable. So I had a lot more ambitious thoughts for Abe's Oddysee when we built it that got brought down to earth because, you learn about building games, and then you have budgetary constraints and production resource constraints and all kinds of challenges. But it wound up pretty contained to that part of the story. So when we got to the point of remaking New and Tasty, it was less about we're going to remake it in the original vision than it was, and it was more about what can we afford to do. It was more about, with the money we have, we polled the audience, what would you like us to do? They said, we want you to redo Abe's Oddysee. So then we said, well, if we're going to redo it, then we really need to redo it like from a fresh start, and not rewriting it all, but just in true 3D technology. The real driver was we had a limited budget. We couldn't build a brand new game because, designing all those new puzzles and all new characters, it's a huge budgetary difference from making a remake. And so what really drove New and Tasty was it was what we could afford, and we thought like we could bring Abe's Oddysee a little more into the 21st century, but still stay true to that fable that it was. And if we did that well, then hopefully that would, land us in a place where we could use that as the kickoff to reignite the idea of the 5-part epic, of which Soulstorm is now part 2. So hopefully that's helpful.